Hi, it's my summer touch. So apparently all Gillios are different, and yes, I bought the third one. What can I say? Once you buy a Giglio, you can't stop it. It's just like addiction. I feel like a Giglio maniac. Yes, I am. But let me show you. This is the box. It's bigger than the other two. And this is the one. This is the Giglio. It is the Giglio Undyed Compagna XL, which is wider than the standard Compagna, which I have here. This is the standard Compagna. This is the Compagna XL. This is how they look like together. You see, XL is like, it's about 1 centimeter wider than the standard Compagna, and it is very handy if you have a lot of inserts. I had a lot of inserts here. I downsized it. If you have watched my latest setup in this Compagna Giglio Croco in matte gray, and you could see that this looks much wider than this one. When I got it, I was like, this looks like a personal white. Actually, it's not white. The personal white is wider than this one, but it's like that. And you could see the difference in the leather. This is very smooth leather compared to this one. You could see, like, this is a lot of difference in the leather. I would prefer to have this one, but this one is fine because this was the only one listed in the Giglio marketplace on Facebook in XL. I wanted to buy initially the Compagna, but then I thought, you know, I stuff it. I wanted like to hold a lot of inserts, so I need to buy XL, and this was the only one in undyed color that was listed in the last, like, I don't know how many weeks or even months. So this is it, and I'm going to make the test, like the audio test, like I saw on the Facebook group and the Giglio Facebook group. Just listen. This is how it sounds. And I really like it. It's like, this is what I wanted from the Giglio Undyed. It's very, like, it's very organic, it's very natural. This is what I wanted, and it came not with just this tag that I got with this one and with this one. This is the Appunto Slim. This is the standard TN Traveler's Notebook, which is my creative journal, and I put it there. The Giglio is 20 centimeters high, and the standard is 21 centimeters high, so it's just 1 centimeter difference. And I'm like, I'm bummed about that. I want it to be like, I want them to be the same height, but you know, I can't buy the same pocket in the Giramondo, which the cover for the standard Traveler's Notebook, Giramondo or Giramondo XL. Giramondo XL holds up to 6 notebooks like that, and Giramondo maybe 3, 4, I'm not sure. So I want them to be the same height, but you know, this is how it is. I might want to print my standard TN in this size, like 20 centimeters high or a little bit smaller, because I'm not sure, because this is smaller than the 20 centimeters, maybe 19 or 19 point something to fit inside here. So I would have this Giglio slim appunto as the cover for my TN. So this is how all of my Gillios looks like together. So for all of them I had that kind of tag, and only for this one I have this kind of tag, and I bought this one new, this one from someone else on the Giglio marketplace, but this one didn't have this. It's like this tag says that it's the trademark certificates that this leather has been tanned exclusively with natural tannins of vegetable origins and does not contain substances provided by law. Tannin extracts are a fundamental ingredient for the slow tanning process and the quality of its results. Small veins, wrinkles, and imperceptible scratches eventually present on the leather prove its naturalness, rendering each skin one of a kind. Still nowadays, in the heart of Tuscany, our master tanners remain faithful to their century-old artisan production, a combination of tradition and up-to-date technology. The trademark Pel Consiata al vegetable in Tuscania protects and promotes these principles. So that's how it is. This is the number. So inside and outside, this is like the natural dyed leather. The Krause rings are 30 centimeters, and the person from whom I bought it, she offered me to choose the pen, and I chose the matching pen because with these two I bought the white one and the black one, Giglio pen, and this is the silver one to match the rings. Yes, so both of my Compagnas comes with 30mm rings, and I think this Compagna should go with 25mm rings because I think it's just too narrow for 30mm rings. Just my notice. So this one comes with 30mm rings, so I could stuff it and stuff it and stuff it. Yes. So this one I unstuffed it because I have pain in my wrists right now, here and here, so I don't want to carry weight on my hands. I have been doing a lot of like work by hands because we're moving to our own house, so just let's not go there. So my conclusion is that I'm very, very satisfied with this purchase, and it is exactly the same price as I would pay for a new undyed Compagna in XL, plus international shipping. But I don't care. I just, you know, I can't buy the new one right now because it's haven't been offered since October 2018, so it's going to be like several months until they will be offered like in a new condition again. And you know what, I just love, I would love to know how it would age with me. I even could show you my Filofax of, it might have been 20 years old. Just wait for me, I'm going to get it. So here it is. You know, it's very, very shiny. That's how the leather ages. This is, as I said, might be 20 years old, this is how it ages, and it has the scratches, it has like the aging, it certainly has, and I love it. It's like, you know, it's well loved, it's well used. It shows that, you know, you use it. It's not like sitting somewhere being pretty and unused. And I don't like that. With this kind of leather, it's the whole fun is to watch how it ages. With this kind of dark color, it doesn't have like how to say it, it doesn't have the problems with the water, with staining, because it's just dark. For this, I'm not sure. I know I have seen the videos how people just got water on them and the water stained the leather. So I don't want the water to get on this leather. So I might be I might treat this leather so with water repellent leather care item spray or something like that. So I might do that. But overall, this is how it looks like. It's really, you know what, I want to see the color of this inside leather. Is it all the same? I don't know. Yeah, it seems like it's all the same in all. So this is really thin leather. It's very pleasant to touch. I really like that. And you see this is like different leather. Here and here and here. And here there was scratches. I was able to just remove them with wet finger, believe it or not. And what I like about it is just so squishy. Even the molding is not like it has some kind of structure. It has something inside to give it structure, but this one, no, there is no structure. It's really soft. It's really nice to touch. Really nice to touch. I love it. Just, it's what I wanted. It's like the it for me. I'm sorry, but I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited. It's just what I wanted. I love it. It's just, wow. I love it. My dream came true. I was waiting for it. I bought it and I had the issues with my PayPal. I paid $220 for it, and PayPal told me that in the email that they had to check my account apparently. So I had to wait for 8 days for them to check my account, and the time was up to 30 days, and I was like all upset, and I had to close my Etsy shop, my Summer Touch, with my printables, planner printables, and oh my god, it was so nerve-wracking experience with PayPal. I was very sad, very like angry at the PayPal. Yeah, I had to close my Etsy shop. I had to like wait to pay for it for 8 days, and then it got me in 20 days. I had to wait for it for 20 days. It was like, oh my gosh, it's just nerve-wracking experience. That's how it is. This is what it is. And I want to move everything to here. And I have a really minimalistic setup right now. Really plain. And of course I want to stuff it right now because I have 30mm rings. That's how it looks like. So there is no issue of bumming the printables to the pen. As you can see, there is a space here. So yeah. Oh my god, I'm so glad that I have it right now. I'm so glad. I need to put here something so the fly leaf is not in the way of this. So I'm going to put the fly leaf in the back like that, and these are my inserts. In case if you're wondering what I have here, I have this calendars, the planner setup. It's all from my shop, my Summer Touch. Planner setup, then just the notes, pages, then year at a glance, 2019. Then this is months, this is Fibonacci, July, Fibonacci until the end of the next year, 2020. After that I have 2020, year at a glance, like that. Then 2020 in the list form. Then my week on 2 pages with flaps, which I really like. Looks like that. Yeah. This is my favorite Franklin Covey page finder ruler. Then I have TV series tracker and review scores. And I'm watching South Park season 1. Then I have, this is my grid checklist with these characters, really cutesy. They're different on all 4 pages. This is the dot grid pages with headers. This is just the lined pages with headers. Goals and projects index. This is my budget printables. This is my Dave Ramsey zero-based budget. Looks like that. 2019 yearly. This is free on my Facebook group, my Summer Touch Planner group. This is the inventory that I have in my shop. It's like an old, I need to print it, the new one. This is the goal workbook, monthly goal workbook that I have in the store. Really handy. I love it. Again, this is the tracker for my periods. This is the health journal, like daily health journal. I love it. It has everything that I need: sleep hours, mental, physical, medical state of my body, and the reflection for the day. The analysis. This is my notes, my journaling. This is what to do for my shop and PR team. And that's all. This is just the pocket. That's all. That's all that I have. And it's my undyed Giglio. Yes. Maybe I will tan it, maybe not. I'm not sure. This is how it is. And the smell is like it was bomb right in my face. Very strong. Very strong leather smell. This has the very strong leather smell, but this has more chemicals in it than this one. And this one, not that strong, but a lot of chemicals. A lot of chemicals. Compared to this one, this and this one has a lot of chemicals. Even I can smell it. I don't have such a strong sense of smell, but I can smell it. This one has the strongest smell of all of them, even though it's the oldest of all of them. That's how it is. It was produced, I guess, last summer, so it's like 1 year old, and this one is much younger. Yeah, and I love them too. They're very like, I thought when I bought them, I thought I'm so afraid to have like the smooth epoca leather, because I'm afraid to have scratches on them. And this is like very velvety feel, and this has another kind of tactile experience. It's like, it's ostrich, so it's like very kind of tactile experience. But this one, I don't know, it's just I love it even more than these two. Don't tell anyone. And yes, last several days, Judith Lang on Giglio Facebook group, she told like everyone, imagine undyed croco printed leather. So undyed in this leather in the croco printed leather. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to undyed on the outside in the croco, undyed croco, and the inside undyed ostrich. So it would be like all of these three together in one. And I want another one like in Giramondo for my traveler's notebook in standard size. So it would be like my, like that's it. My complete wish list for the Giglio. So tell me if you agree with me, if you want the undyed in croco and the ostrich. Yeah, I might put the poll on the Giglio Facebook group. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you will subscribe and put the bell so you will be notified of all of my new videos on my Summer Touch video channel. And maybe you want to check my Etsy store, and I'm going to move to mysummertouch.com from the Etsy, so just keep this in mind. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. See you.